Hi everybody, happy holidays! Thanksgiving is tomorrow. Can you believe it? We're so excited and we're going to spend the day together with our whole family. In today's video, we want to share what we're really thankful for this year.
And we want to also help you to get to know us a little bit better. We want to talk about the generations of strong women in our family. And one of them we have here today is a special guest. I'd like to introduce you to my mother, Pat. She is 90 years old young, and I do mean young. She has the heart of a child. And she lives with my husband and myself. She's been with us for 8 years now, and we really enjoy having her here with us. It's a precious time.
Very precious. Hi, everybody. I'm happy to be here. It's good to be with everybody.
So we're talking about what we're thankful for today, and the number one thing we're all three thankful for is our relationship with Jesus Christ and just all that He's blessed us with and done for us, and just how much our relationship truly means with Him. So that is the number one thing we're thankful for.
And the second thing we're most thankful for is our family. Every precious one of our members of our family mean everything to us, and we're really looking forward to spending time with them on Thanksgiving Day and throughout the whole holiday season.
Especially Grandma.
I'm looking forward to it too.
To another Thanksgiving.
We're also very thankful that Mom is still with us. 3 Thanksgivings ago, right on Thanksgiving Day, she had a stroke, and it didn't affect her physically as much as it affected her mentally. And we just praise God every day. He's brought her back real close to what she was before the stroke. And so she's able to have a wonderful quality of life here with us.
It is wonderful too.
So next, a really fun thing that has happened to us this year is YouTube, starting YouTube and all that has come with it. We love doing it together. We're thankful for all of you guys and that you watch this and are enjoying our videos because we are having so much fun making them.
Yes, we are. We're very thankful for you, so keep on watching. Subscribe. No.
I'm glad to be able to be part of it.
Yeah. And Grandma loves our YouTube videos. She loves to watch them, and she's always here when we're making them, and it's fun for her to be a part of them too. So we're also very thankful for our health. This year has been a little bit rough, especially for me. I had a really bad bout I actually had salmonella poisoning last spring, beginning of summer. So that was a really rough period. It lasted a couple months, but I'm still very thankful for all the health that I do have, even though it's not perfect by any means. And that's where our relationship with the Lord comes in, because He gives me so much hope. And also, going through trials and struggles like I did this year with my health, it really causes me to lean on my relationship with Christ and remember that He has struggled way more than I have, and so just really growing closer to Him through the struggles and the trials. Just because I believe in Him and I have a relationship with Him does not mean that life is going to be perfect by any means. There's still lots of struggles and trials, but in those moments we really can cling to the Lord and lean on Him, and He's the one that gives us hope, because He has promised us that He will use our hard times and make them into something amazing and good for Him and His glory. So that is something that really helps me, and I'm glad that all in all I have had a good year of health. Even though I had that little glitch in the road, it's really been a good year for my health, so I'm very thankful for that this year.
And we're thankful for that too.
Yeah.
Very.
Now, as far as traditions for the holiday season, my thing is the table setting. I have a beautiful set of the Happy Holidays Christmas china, and I always start using it on Thanksgiving Day. I figure that's the start of the Christmas season, so I set my table up with my Christmas china, and I love it every year. It gives me another reason to be able to use it.
My Nana, which is Grandma's mom,
And my grandmother.
my Nana loved to watch the Macy's Day Parade, and so we always have that on every year and think of her, and I love to watch it because I remember watching it with my Nana, my great-grandma.
Another tradition we have at the holidays is to throw a roll for Uncle Bill.
Yeah.
Yes.
My mother's brother, my Uncle Bill.
My great Uncle Bill.
Yes. And he would come for the holidays, and at the dinner, he'd always toss a roll across the table to my dad. So now he's not with us any longer. So at each holiday dinner, we always say, toss a roll for Uncle Bill, and somebody does. Another tradition that we have had in the past over Thanksgiving is going back and forth to the cousin's house in Missouri. My first cousin and her daughter and her husband, they'd come here one Thanksgiving, we'd go there the next Thanksgiving, and it was always a really special time. Since our children have grown and have their own lives, and it's just too hard to travel back and forth now, and my cousin's daughter doesn't live in Missouri any longer. And we were blessed last year. They all came for Thanksgiving. That was a very blessed time to have with them. So a big shout out to the cousins in Missouri.
Yeah. And Wisconsin.
And Wisconsin.
Mom absolutely loves to host parties and entertain everybody, even if it's just family for the holidays. She loves to do this, and she loves to set gorgeous tablescapes and cook gourmet meals that are just to die for. All the family now is used to it, and it's just part of our holiday tradition. But when she has people over, company and stuff, and hosts a little get-together, people always comment about how gorgeous the table is, and the food is delicious, and she just loves it. She enjoys it so much.
And I come by that naturally because my mother, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, and all the women before them also love beautiful dishes and to set a beautiful table. And I have my mother's china that I absolutely adore. And when I got married, I didn't register for china. Back then, you always used to register for china. But I didn't, because I went and looked at the china and I never found anything that I loved as much as my mother's gorgeous china. So this is my china cabinet with all my family heirlooms. I really haven't purchased any of this. This is all great-grandmothers, grandmothers, and mothers. Crystal and china and just all their pretty dishes. I come from a long line of ladies that love beautiful dishes and to set a beautiful table. So let's look at the china. So this is my mother's beautiful china. The pattern is Sunnyvale, and it's by Castleton. I grew up eating off of these china dishes at holidays and when we had company, and I've just never found another pattern to this day that I love as much as this. We come from a long line of strong Christian women. And everyone has been a girly girl. We all are girly girls. Can you tell how much we all love pink? Everything is pink. That's our favorite color.
So the women in our family for generations have always been very close to each other.
Our family was the three generations. Grandma and mother and I were very close to, just like we are.
Yes.
Yeah. So here's a fun picture of our 4 generations. This is when I was a baby here. Tiny. And this is my mother, Cece. The nice 80s hairdo. Love it, Cece. And then this is my grandma, who you just met. And this is my Nana. Notice even back then we were all wearing pink. Here's another picture. I'm a little bit older. This was a mother-daughter banquet that we had at our church. And here I am in my pink frilly ruffly dress and a big pink headband bow. And my mom, she has a perm at this point. We're getting fancy, Cece. And then my grandma in all white. And my great-grandma in pink still. She always wore these skirts and a sweater top. She would wear these pleated skirts, and oh, now that pleated skirts have come back a little bit back in style, every time I see them in a store or anything, all I can think about is my Nana. She never wore pants a day in her life, so she always wore these pretty skirts and sweater tops, mostly pink.
Now this is a precious picture of mine. This is really old. This is from 1957, the year that I was born. That's me as the baby sitting in my mom's lap. That's Pat that you just met. And then there's my grandmother and my great-grandmother. And I just love this picture.
This is my precious Shirley Temple doll. And my grandmother made her dress. And it was just beautiful when it was new. And I got her in, what, 1937, did I say?
1935, when she was 8 years
1935.
old. She had wanted a Shirley Temple doll for Christmas very badly. And so how did you feel when you came down and saw that on Christmas morning?
Well, I just was almost, I just couldn't talk. I was so excited and so thrilled. Uncle Bill was just a little boy, little boy.
That's her brother, Bill.
And I remember him just staring. And then later, he took her and hid her from me. He was just trying to play a joke. And he hid her from me, and all day long I couldn't find her. And finally, my mother realized what had happened. So she found her at night. She found her under the, I guess, one of the pieces of dining room furniture that we had. And I was so glad to get her back. But I was so angry with him, I didn't know what to do.
The rascal. Now, what about the time he accidentally set her on fire?
Well, I think that was the time. He had taken her upstairs, and he was trying to hide her because he didn't want me to find her. I was looking, and before I did, he lit a match to find her himself in the dark, and she caught on fire. So he blew out the dress. It hardly burned, but it did burn. It was the dress she came in. So I guess we threw that out, and my grandmother made her all kinds of clothes. This was one of them, and of course it was white lace in those days, and very, very pretty. She made all my doll clothes.
And this is real hair, actually. They made the hair out of real human hair. She has been well loved by all. She's quite worn. Her joints are very loose, and her hair's kind of a mess. But she's been so loved by Grandma, by myself, and by Lulu.
So this is Nana Bear, my Nana. This was her bear that she had, and I was 12 when she passed away, my great-grandma. And Grandma saw this bear, this teddy bear.
Yeah, she had it on her bed.
Yeah, and Grandma thought of me and gave it to me to remember Nana by. And my Nana had put this little scarf on the bear. She used to wear these a lot too. And when my Nana passed away, I was, I think, like 11 or 12 years old. So I got to spend some really great time with my great-grandma and get to know her. It was so special. And I always sat on her lap and cuddled her every time we saw her. And so this Nana Bear really meant a lot to me when I got it, and it just always reminded me of her. She is well loved. Nana Bear is well loved, and I would freak out whenever my mom would say, let's wash her, because she still smelled like Nana to me. So I would never let my mom wash her, because I swear she still smells like Nana. Even behind her ears where it's still a little bit white, I'll go back there and sniff it, and I don't know, it just reminds me of my Nana. This is the ear up close. See how white it is? So this meant so much to me growing up that I decided for Christmas, when I was probably 13 or 14, I wanted to get Grandma a Nana Bear so that she could pass it to my children someday. After searching for the perfect bear, I just couldn't find one. But I found this pink Nana bunny.
She's beautiful.
She has a pretty pink bow. She's velvety soft. And just,
I've always loved her.
I saw this and just thought, this is Grandma. When I came out to the car, my mom let me go into the store by myself to look for a teddy bear, and she said, oh good, you found a Nana Bear, because I had a bag in hand, and I said, nope, I found a Nana bunny, and I whipped her out, and Mom said, oh my goodness, that's perfect.
Yeah,
Grandma will love that.
Yeah, I sure did. I still do. She's always, I've got my arm on the dog, and he doesn't even care. He doesn't care. All these.
She makes a good armrest.
Yeah, she does.
Grandma keeps Nana Bunny always on her bed or on this couch here in her room. So it's always here, and even my nieces love to come in and see the Nana Bunny, and she's...
Oh, they just love to hold
Yeah.
her. Mm-hmm.
So Nana Bunny's a big hit already, and I still don't have children, but once I do, the Nana Bunny will go to my kids. It'll be so special.
Yes, it will. I'm taking real good care of her.
Yes, she is. So we hope you enjoyed watching this video and getting to know us a little bit more personally, and also meeting a really important part of our family.
Remember, you are a priceless beauty, and you're loved not only by Jesus Christ, but also by Cece and Lulu. We hope you have a wonderful, blessed Thanksgiving with your family. Please comment down below. Let us know how your Thanksgiving was, and if you have any special traditions. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel. Happy Thanksgiving!
I don't know what
What
to
do we
say.
want to? No, you don't have to say anything unless we ask you to.
Don't speak unless you're
Just-
asked.
Don't speak until you're spoken to, young lady.
Just sit there and look pretty.
Well, I don't know about that.